Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the Calendly application. This is the calendar that is used to book events, consultations through the ad campaign. So when someone clicks on an ad in LinkedIn, they're going to go to the landing page. And when they click the button on the landing page, their name and email goes into MailChimp. And what happens is that they receive an email with a link to the calendar. So they can go ahead and book an appointment. We're going to go through the administrative functions here. And the first thing we're going to do is log in. And you can see at the top, it's calendly.com login. And those links have been previously sent. They should be freely available. So we're logging in as Joel Brown. He's the owner of the calendar, and with the password. So the first thing we see is what's called our dashboard. And so we have one event. We have a 20-minute consultation event type here, and we have a 15-minute event type and a 30-minute event type. Right now, we're using the 20-minute consultation. And I see here for today, there is a booking with Beverly Neihart for a 20-minute consultation today from 9 to 9:20. So we're using, again, the 20-minute consultation, and I will show you how to set these up and to manage the one that's here. So at the top here, we have all upcoming. You can look at the calendar, and you can see what events are there in advance. It will also show them here. Right now, we have just the one on the list. If you click this item, you can get details with the location and the email, so you can see who's booked an event with you. What happens when someone books an event with you is that you will receive an email saying that this person has booked an event and at a certain date and time. So that's what you'll see on your end. You will get an email whenever somebody books an event. So that's your dashboard at a glance. Let's go to event types. Go into a little more detail here. So the event types, as you saw before in the high level, we have the 20-minute consultation, and you see that with this button oriented towards the right means that this one is on. These other types are turned off. You can turn them on by moving this button. But you see that we have a free plan here. So we only are restricted to one event type. So we would actually have to turn this one off to turn another one on. So if we did that and we turned this one on and said, okay, I want to change to a 15-minute meeting format, then we could go ahead and set that up. So here's the details. Here's the details. You can fill in these fields for the event type. We've already done that for the 20 minutes because that's the one we agreed was the appropriate time slice. So you can change the name of this event. You can add a location. It defaults to online, which is what we're doing. You can display the location while you're booking, or display the location only after confirmation. And that would be perhaps if it were a physical location that you didn't want somebody to know about. You can put description and instructions. Let's go back to the 20-minute consultation, the one that we've done, and I'll show you more about that. So let's hit cancel here. Let's go back to event types. Let's turn this 15-minute event off, turn the 20-minute event back on, and then we can go ahead and let's look at what we've set up in here. So this is the 20-minute consultation. The location is online, and there's a description and instructions in here that says, hi, pick an available time block and we'll send you a confirmation. Thanks, and look forward to speaking with you. Now, this is something you can change. You can edit this if you want to put a different message in here. This is the message that goes to the person who has booked the appointment. And there's an event link here there's help for all of these things. You can share the event link with your invitees if you want to bypass the pick event step on your Calendly page, which we're not doing. So they are getting, the invitee is getting a link to the calendar page to be able to book that appointment. You can even set a color for the event. I just used yellow, but you can certainly change that. So there's more information here. There's another block here where when can people book this event, and 20 minutes, 20-minute increments, segments. Events can be scheduled over 60 rolling days. You can edit this. So that means your invitees will be offered availability for a number of days into the future. So here we have it set at 60. This is something you can change if you wanted to book appointments far, far in advance. So it can be over a date range, over a period of rolling days, or indefinitely. So this is relating to your availability, the invitor, the person whose calendar this is. You can say, okay, somebody can schedule an appointment with me with an indefinite range, anytime into the future, or specified dates, or over a period of rolling days, which is what we have. We have 60 rolling days. We have the event time zone, which is set to Pacific. This is just because we moused over that. Use this setting to control how your available hours are displayed from the scheduling page. So again, there's extensive help within this if you want to change anything. So your availability, here's our times, our hours, and you can put in different hours. The ones we decided to start with were Monday through Friday from 8 to 3. You can edit those anytime. So let's say that we wanted to make a provision for a lunch hour. Then we could say, and I'm not going to change this, but I'll show you how to do it. You could say 8 to 12, and then you could add a new interval, and you can set an unavailable time. So you could be from 8 to 12, and then from 1 to 3. Or you can block it out as being unavailable. You can apply that to this day, or you can apply it to all Mondays. Or you could apply it to multiple days. So again, we put in an interval, but we didn't put anything in there. So this is a way to be able to set up specific time slices rather than saying 8 to 3. So again, we could say 8 to 12 and 1 to 3. This is pretty self-explanatory. Again, you can really set your time on a granular basis, and you can do it on certain days. Like for instance, on maybe on Mondays you're available until 3 o'clock. Perhaps on Thursdays you have a standing meeting at 2 o'clock, and you may want to limit your time there, in which case you would just go in and change this. So that's the time scheduling, and you can see we've applied this across the board. Again, you can go change specific days, or you can change specific weeks. Is this a secret event? No. To make it available only to select invitees. No, we want, when someone clicks on the link in the email, we want them to see the entire calendar. Okay, invitee questions. This is if you want to ask somebody a question. You can say, how did you hear about us? Or what's your level of interest, or anything like that. I didn't fill this in, but you certainly could. If you wanted to ask the invitee a question, then you'll receive an email from them saying that that this is my level of interest, if that was the question. And we're not going to save this. Okay, we go on to the next one. I don't know why. Yes, we're going to cancel that. Okay, invitee notifications, an email confirmation. Your invitee will receive an email confirmation with links to create their own calendar event. So right now they're receiving, let me scroll back up, they're receiving default notifications, which just says confirmed event name, which is the 20-minute consultation with my name, with Joel Brown, on event date. So this is what the invitee is receiving. So it says, hi, invitee name, your event name with my name, me, at event time is scheduled. And then they give the event description, the location, which is online, and any questions and answers. Email cancellations will be sent to your invitee if you cancel the event. Those are currently being sent. There's a personalized button here, and it just says, hi, invitee name, your event with me has been canceled. And email reminders, we can turn that on, but again, you have to upgrade to customize reminder emails. So right now, there's a default email that says they'll receive a reminder before a scheduled event. Custom links, this is it's a premium feature again, so you would need to upgrade your account. But basically, you can display custom links after an event is confirmed. You could link them to a page on the website that you wanted them to read or something like that. So, and there's a button here to direct your invitee back to your website or make it easy for them to schedule recurring events. But we're setting up one-time events. The 20-minute consultation is a one-time event. It's not a recurring event. So this calendar has a lot of functionality that could be leveraged if you wanted to use it. But if you're using something like Outlook, etc., right now, then you probably don't need these things. Collecting payments, we're not collecting payments online through this calendar. So those are the options in the event types. Let's look at some other items here about sharing your link. You can copy this link and send it to someone in an email. So that allows them access to this calendar. You can embed it on your website in a web page, or you can email the link. So you're just able to copy these links here and put them wherever you please. And actually, the link that this link here at the top is the one that they see and click on in the email to get to the calendar, the invite to it. Calendar connection, now one thing, and you may want to do this, is if you have a Google Calendar or an Office 365, Outlook.com, or if you just have an Outlook calendar that's not Office 365, which is in the cloud, you can download a plugin or iCloud, and this will actually add events to your calendar. So this is something you may want to learn more about. Again, whenever somebody schedules with you, you receive an email, and you also receive an email reminder. So this is a more advanced function where it actually does put it on your calendar if that's something that you rely on. Account settings, this is just your name. You may want to modify this at some point if another person perhaps is handling the consultations. There's a welcome message that the invitee sees when they click on the link in the email to schedule the appointment. Again, this is something you can change, and the time zone, that's your time zone. And so we're just going to leave this as is. There's a few functions here. There's a picture, so I did include a picture, so they see who it's with. My link, again, this is your URL, which they're clicking on. And then the login information, This is just what you use to log in with, and you can change the email address and you can change the password if you want to. Users, this is a premium function that allows you to add more users to your account. Right now we have Joel Brown, who's the owner, and I really wouldn't see changing that, but you can add more users to this. And so they would also receive notification messages and everything that we've gone through here as far as people booking events. You can export user event data types, but again, that is a premium function. That means you can pull down the appointments. You can pull down the appointment data and download it to your computer if you want to. This again is something that you would probably not want to use. Integrations. If you were going to integrate with some other applications like Salesforce or GoToMeeting or Stripe or PayPal if you were accepting payments. Again, I don't see a need to do this. At some point, you might want to do this, but again, these are advanced functions and they're part of the premium plan. Billing, we're not doing billing, and then there's a help function here. So, and there's extensive help for all of these items. So if you wanted to see invitee questions, as far as what is that, then this gives you a full explanation. There's a whole knowledge base here and a lot of extensive help on individual items. We'll go back to the main application. And we'll go back to this page. So I'm going to take us back to the dashboard, and this is really all we need to know. Basically, everything is set up. The only thing that you may want to take a look at are changing the salutations, and if you wanted to change the time slices, again, you would go ahead and disable the 20-minute event and enable a 30-minute event. That's and what the user sees as far as your communications with them. So let's see if there is anything else. Again, the event type is probably the thing that you're most going to be interested in, and possibly changing the calendar. I'm going to go through this again quickly so we can look at it. Again, we have it set up for 20 minutes, 20-minute increments, over 60 rolling days in the Pacific time zone, and setting the available hours is down here. And again, you can be more granular. You can do it on a daily, a weekly, or a permanent or across the board basis, which is what we've done. We've said Monday through Friday, 8 to 3 p.m. Okay, I think this gives a good overview of the Calendly functions, and we're going to go ahead and log out.